What's going down, everybody? It's your boy, That Guy Mile High, tuning back in for another reaction. This time we got I was about to say these creepy. That is how you say it. Man, I am so a little bit too much tweets. Anyways, these creepy videos weren't meant for public viewing. That's the video that we're about to watch. So some creepy stuff. So strap your boots on. Let's jump into this, man. Before we get into that, though, we got to give a big shout out to all the members. Gary Willis, my Hood Life Nugget, Liz, Amy Jane Doe, Lynn, Matt Creeker, Driver Thoughts, Lynn Willow, Mama Dukes, Taylor, Aaron, Casey Girl, Token Nicole, Ryan, Carrie, and Creative Insane. Creatively Insane. I appreciate you guys for being members, man. You guys want to get a shout out on all the videos, all the lives, all that good stuff, go ahead and hit that join button down below. If anything, though, just go ahead and hit that subscribe button, hit that bell notification. It's free 99 and there's no excuses, okay? No excuses. I'm putting you on the spot. No excuses. All right, man, let's jump in this video and see what's popping. Let's go.
How you doing? I'm Callan, and this is Slapped Ham. Today we're looking at some mysterious
Callan shaved his head. Okay.
clips that can't quite be explained. So hit that subscribe button and get ready for
bald?
more creepy content.
Maybe he was always bald.
Like
I don't remember him being bald though. Got like an eyelash. There we go. I got it.
Back in 2017, some eerie footage captured in an antique store started freaking viewers out. In July of that year, the owner of the Barnsley Antique Centre in South Yorkshire, England, was confused when he opened his store in the morning. Daniel Parker discovered an old Bambi rocking horse was out of place, toppled over on the floor. The 45-year-old quickly looked at the CCTV footage from the night before to see what had happened. He was shocked at what he saw. Take a look.
Oh, it started rocking. Look at it.
As you can see, the rocking horse, which dates back to the 1960s, begins to move. It rolls back and forth, then eventually flies off the shelf.
Yeah, you gotta throw that shit away, burn it down. But you know what? Sell the whole store. Just get rid of it. That was a bad investment
Parker,
idea.
who's a self-professed skeptic, said it was completely bizarre and that he struggled to explain what had happened. He also admits that in the 2 years of owning the store, hundreds of unexplained events had happened in the building. After showing the footage to several customers, they suggested that it might be the ghosts of little children playing with the rocking horse. Despite all that's happened, the father of two still remains skeptical and always looks for a logical explanation for the bizarre happenings around his store.
What logic? Like, I guess that's the best way to move on, like move forward with it. Is just to always.
In 2017, a young couple caught some eerie footage of a figure walking through a palace that no one seems to be able to explain. Danielle Hyde and Savannah Brown were visiting the historical Tryon Palace in North Carolina when one of their Snapchats captured something mysterious. Take a look.
Oh shit, there was something.
Watching that again, slowed down, you can see a woman wearing a white dress passing through an adjacent room.
Like a basket or something.
Her attire doesn't seem to match the current time period at all, and she looks somewhat transparent.
Yeah, she did. Like she's holding a basket too or something.
The couple believe it could be the spirit of a woman who's said to have died in a fire that ripped through the palace in 1798. Construction for the Grand Georgian residence began in 1767 and became the official headquarters for the British governors of North Carolina. It was then seized by Patriot troops in 1775 and was used briefly as a seat of government. The palace subsequently became a school, a boarding house, and even a Masonic lodge.
Oh, fucking everything.
In February 1798, a fire broke out in the cellar where a stockpile of hay was being kept. The fire quickly engulfed the main building, and it's rumoured that several servants lost their lives in the blaze.
Damn.
This tragedy is the impetus for the alleged hauntings that have plagued the property ever since. Groundskeepers and tourists alike have reported all sorts of strange happenings on the estate. Shadowy figures, disembodied whispers and screams, and lights flickering are the most common reports. So has this couple captured video proof that this old palace really is haunted? Take another look at the sighting and judge for yourself.
It definitely looks like just out of place, wild. Like she definitely caught something for sure. Ghost was trying to mind its own business though, you know what I'm saying? She looked like she was on her way to pick some berries or some shit.
This next photo was sent to us by Kat McEwen. She submitted the photo to our Slapped Ham Facebook community page, asking viewers what they thought had been captured. The photo was taken over 20 years ago and shows Kat's two daughters when they were younger. The strange thing is, there appears to be another figure in the photo that Kat can't quite explain. On the right-hand side, you can make out a figure wearing a white dress or coat. Kat didn't make any assumptions at all. Instead, she asked the community what they thought it was. A few of you thought the figure was wearing period attire, perhaps Victorian era. However, some thought it was just double exposure or even a reflection. It does almost look like the photo was taken through a pane of glass.
It does.
So I'll throw this one out to you lot for final judgment. What do you think's been captured here?
It does actually look like it was taken through some glass, like through a back window or something, back door. I don't know. It does, I mean, it does look like a body or like a silhouette of something, but it definitely...
Back in 2016, a man from India claimed that he had become magnetic and started to film a series of videos to prove his alleged super ability. Take a look.
Did you swallow magnets and shit?
The man places a series of nails on his bare chest. At one point, an accomplice even tries to blow the nails off. "37-year-old Arun Rekwar said at the time that he had only just discovered he was magnetic when he was doing some household chores and noticed that metal objects were sticking to his skin. While fixing a table with a hammer and nails, he saw that the nails kept clinging to his body unusually.
Kind of weird.
Later in the clip, you can see Rekwar testing himself with a magnetometer.
It's reading something though. That's wild. I mean, I know we all.
We then see whether some
like
spoons
sort of like
will stick to his back.
Whatnot through our body, but like, I don't think we create like magnetism and shit. Like, what the fuck? He was swallowing.
A lot of these sorts of claims can often be chalked up as simple parlor tricks. Often the metal objects will be placed at certain angles, or the skin is made to be clammy or tacky using special products. Still, Rekwar is firm in his belief that he's recently become magnetic. Just how he thinks that happened remains unclear.
He was struck by lightning or some shit. He was bit by a radioactive spider. Like, I don't know. That one I'm calling Caparoni. I don't know. I feel like it's one of those situations where, like, you know, people be like sticking the shit to their foreheads and all that shit. Like, you know, basically just like using the suction cup of the sweat and everything and all the oils to just like stamp it on their forehead. Like, yeah, that's how I feel like that's what they're doing.
Back in 2017, a pub owner in Australia believed she captured the moment the spirit of a young girl called out to her after hours on the property. Take a listen at what she captured. The landlady, Michelle Corrick, believes the voice says, "Are you waiting for me?" and notes that there's footstep sounds just prior to the voice.
I don't know what it says. I mean, it kind of says what they said it says, but I don't know.
The Badala Arms Hotel owner believes the voice belongs to a little girl who was hit by a car out the front of the pub. The young girl chased her pet turtle onto the road and was struck by a passing car. Corrick now believes her spirit is tethered to the area in and around her pub. The 49-year-old mum of three, who lives above the heritage-listed pub in New South Wales, Australia, said that when the footage was captured, it was after hours, and only her and a security guard were present at the time. Corrick says that at the time they could feel a presence in the room right before the temperature suddenly dropped.
What's over
That's
there in
when
the
they
corner?
heard the little girl's voice. The historic Badala Arms pub was first built in 1875 and over the years has garnered quite the reputation as being haunted. Corrick says she's seen orbs and figures and all sorts of unexplained things since taking over the establishment in 2014. She's even enlisted the help of a clairvoyant who's backed up her claims that there are several spirits lingering in the old pub. So what do you make of this story? Are we really hearing the disembodied cries of a little girl who lost
What is this over here? I don't know if y'all can see it. Let me move out of the way. Over here in the little corner. You
life?
see that shit?
Or is there another way to explain this eerie sound? Drop your theories in the comments
what the hell?
down
That
below.
was like little eyeballs and shit or something.
This is a weird one that was submitted to our subreddit by Cheeky D Waffle 4948.
Cheeky D Waffle.
It's some security footage of their backyard. At first, everything seems perfectly normal, but slowly, as the clip progresses, something strange starts to appear. Take a look.
Oh shit.
It's subtle at first, but a shadow begins to form in the center of frame.
Like somebody.
It gets darker and darker, then appears to walk away.
That's weird.
Some commenters thought it might be a camera malfunction mixed with the shadow of a passing animal. But others weren't so sure, stating that the government's been working on camouflage suits for military personnel that would look just like this. So how do you explain this bizarre manifesting shadow? Share your hot take in the comments down below.
Shit, I don't even know. It does look like some shit though. And the way that it's walking, like, it kind of looks like a shadow that would be behind the camera. Like the way that the shadow moved. But the way, like, where, like, the point of the shadow was, like, you know, where, like, the start, where you would assume the starting point of the shadow is, looked like it was, like, in, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, should have been where there was nobody at. Like, that was odd. I don't know. That was like a brain.
Before we take a look at a freaky little clip that shows some possible poltergeist action, remember to hit that subscribe button, tickle that little bell icon there, and turn on all channel notifications.
And hit the bell.
That way you'll be in the loop every time we drop our scary and mysterious videos.
Make it happen.
This clip, which was posted to Twitter by Sitio Paranormal, throws us right into the action. It's not known where this footage took place, but we see that the camera holder is already clearly alarmed about something. Watch what happens. We can see the kitchen in complete disarray. Cupboard doors open and household items strewn about. That's when suddenly this happens.
Oh,
The doors
shit.
slam and we hear a scream. The clip then abruptly ends and we're left wondering what exactly went down. Unfortunately, this is one of those classic clips that gets shared around with no accompanying information about where or
context
when
to
this
it.
took place or who captured the footage. So for now, all we can do is watch in horror and speculate as to what's really going on here.
That shit would be creepy as shit to see. For real. Maybe with like, if you had the right setup and maybe like the perfect string where you could like pull it and it just like close both doors or whatever, you know, you might be able to pull that off. But that would be like, you'd have, I don't know. I mean, there's definitely, it could be pull offable the way that it was, and the shooting, you know, kind of obstructed some of the view. I don't know. I'm just trying to logically make that make sense. But anyways, man, y'all let me know what you thought about it down in the comments below, man. And yeah, catch you on the next one. Peace.